Most of us are in some kind of relationship or another. Relationship with your friends, your family, your significant other, your kids, etc. Now, relationship always creates karma, karmic entanglement. You get bound, and in a sense, you lose your freedom. And then that recycles, same relationships, same experiences, same expectations, and the more it recycles, the more you become a prisoner of karma. Karma is to be bound, entangled. So all relationship, or almost all relationship, is literally karmic entanglement. Well, karmic entanglement is being, as I said, bound into repetitive patterns by unconscious action and attachment. Whereas what we might call Dharma entanglement is being bound into alignment with truth, evolution, and freedom through the very same field of relationships and actions. So in karmic entanglement, the underlying movement is compensatory and balancing. Life keeps recreating certain situations so that misaligned actions and unfinished impressions can be seen and resolved if you're waking up or you want to wake up. Psychologically, it feels like I can't do this, or why does this always happen to me? There's a sense of compulsion and lack of spaciousness or choice. Spiritually, karmic entanglement is what keeps the cycle of suffering. And if you believe that your soul is the recycling of karma, then of course karmic entanglement keeps the recycle of rebirth going. Rebirth in similar situations, circumstances, events, people, and so forth. An illustration may help. A person repeatedly attracts partners who mirror the same abandonment wound. Each relationship is intense, short-lived, and draining. The pattern persists until the underlying imprint is met, integrated, and released. Now, there's another kind of entanglement, Dharma entanglement. This phrase is not used much, so most people are not familiar with it because it's not a standard phrase. But let's use it to name the way life binds us to a deeper purpose, truth, or evolutionary path. The phrase is less standard, but we can use it to name the way life binds us to our deeper purpose, truth, or evolutionary path. So Dharma is the order or rightness that holds things together, the alignment of action with truth, integrity, and the greater good. Dharmic relationships or contracts tend to feel supportive, clarifying, and elevating. They're oriented more to service and planetary uplift than to personal wound clearing. The entanglement here is not compulsion but devotion. You feel inwardly obliged to act in a way that is righteous, evolutionary, or selfless, even when it's not personally convenient. Such entanglement uses preference, story, and individuality, but it bends them toward liberation rather than toward repetition. Activity becomes the vehicle of growth instead of bondage. An example could be someone feels called to a life of teaching or service. Relationships and circumstances keep drawing them back into that role in ways that deepen wisdom and benefit others, even when the ego would prefer comfort or escape. So Karmic entanglements, repetition, compensation, balancing of past missteps. Dharmic entanglement, expression of one's true nature and purpose. Karmic entanglement, the felt quality, compulsive, sticky, draining, often painful. And Dharma entanglement, clarifying, meaningful, quietly demanding, but nourishing. Relationship pattern in karmic entanglement, volatile, codependent, lesson-oriented, usually short-term. Dharma entanglement, stable or catalytic, but is mutually elevating and service-oriented. What's the role of ignorance of one's true nature? Well, in karmic entanglement, driven by unconscious impressions and attachments. In Dharma entanglement, guided by insight, conscience, and alignment with truth. What's the effect on freedom? Well, karmic entanglement creates bondage and keeps cycles going. Dharma entanglement gradually dissolves bondage and supports liberation. Orientation of action in karmic entanglement, how do I unconsciously seek to complete myself? In Dharma entanglement, how do I consciously serve what is true and beneficial? The crucial point is that external situation can be identical. The inner posture transforms karma into dharma. Every action is karma, but when action is used to entangle yourself further, it is bondage. When it is used to liberate yourself, it becomes dharma. A relationship that begins as karmic, mirroring trauma and old patterns, can become dharmic when both parties start relating from awareness, responsibility, and a shared commitment to evolution rather than reenactment. And practically, this looks like shifting from craving, fear, and control to clarity, honesty, and service. The thread of connection remains, but its function changes. So from a non-dual lens, we can say karmic entanglement is the play of ignorance looping within itself. Dharma entanglement is the play of intelligence using those same loops to recognize itself and unwind. So this is the difference. If I were to guess, your relationships are karmic entanglement, but they are meant to recycle till you finally get it and move to dharmic entanglement. I hope this is helpful. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma.